Cheerleaders? Oh my God.
We're wondering what's all this about.
Didn't they bring the ball down on a parachute or something?
I think it was possibly the Shaman band played before the game.
It was exciting to see, not seen anything like that at the Main Road before.
A whole new ball game. Ford Monday Night Football.
At the start of the Premier League was exciting. First home game of the season. The Sky experience, well, first of all, we changed to a Monday night, so that put our first game back 48 hours. I've got a weekend without any football. What am I doing?
I'd been down to London and done some kind of advert for Sky. I think I was down there with Tony Coton and Reedy, so there was, some indications things were changing.
Getting to the ground on the day, I can recall there seemed to be much more media attention than there normally would be on a Saturday game. More media vans, just so much more interest.
My first memories of the Premier League was with 10 years old, or 12 years old, and we have just in one channel, and there was only one game.
I think I got in the ground a little bit early to see what was going on that day. Jenny didn't know what we were getting, obviously. I was stood up in the kit packs that day.
Cheerleaders? Oh my God.
We were wondering what's all this about.
That was the first point where you could see it was something different.
I think it was possibly the Shaman band played before the game, which again was all news.
Seems like it's more like it's gonna be like a concert than a football game, or maybe more like an NFL game. Now in the Premier League, I don't imagine before the game like this. They have another type of show with lights, with the screen, with the voice of the speaker, but not like this.
Didn't they bring the ball down on a parachute or something? Some mad things were happening.
It was a very, very surreal moment seeing, like I say, a skydiver fly out, coming over the kit packs.
This one would be very, very cool. I think, imagine every game of the Premier League with a guy coming like this. It would be very good, cool, but yeah, I don't know. It's nice. Dangerous, huh? At the same time.
It was a decent evening, if I remember, and you sort of got caught up in that a little bit. It was exciting to see this sort of show being put on for you. You've not seen anything like that at Main Road before. It felt strange, a bit American, if you like, compared to the stuff that they do in the NFL.
It never for 1 minute occurred to me that was City's first ever Premier League. It just didn't seem in any way that relevant. I think it always registered that I'd scored the first goal on Monday Night Football, but never really that I'd scored City's first ever Premier League goal.
I managed to secure the souvenir, which was the shirt David White wore that day against QPR, and obviously scored our first ever Premier League goal in this number 7. He went on to play every league game for us that season. So yeah, it's quite a momentum from that day. For me personally, an iconic shirt, being the first Premier League game, first Premier League goal scorer in that shirt. It was the start of the whole new sort of ball game, as they said, and football just moved on so quickly, so fast.
It's nice to have scored the first ever Premier League goal for the club that I supported since being a kid. But I didn't score City's first ever goal or the first ever league goal. I scored the first ever goal in what was a new era. Football, no doubt, would have evolved, but not into the distance that it has done with the power of the Premier League and the finances of the Premier League. This football club has absolutely embraced that and been a market leader, if you like, and a trailblazer, and that's absolutely incredible. And there's no doubt that sea shift at the time, going from the FA in the First Division to a more professional setup, set the wheels in motion for that and has continued to do so.
the quality of the cameras, the quality of the people involved in analyzing, the commentators, the show. Every year is like they go even more farther and with new things. But always the same. The fashion, how do you say, the mode is you always try to go again what you used to do 30 years ago. So maybe we can see in the future things like this.